Welcome back, folks, to part 2 of Let's Play Pokemon Sapphire. No Pokecenters, no Pokemarts. In the last episode, we picked up our starter and got well on our way towards getting through this run. As you can see, Mudkip here, also known as Marshtomp, has used a couple tackles and a couple Mudslaps, and we're slowly whittling our way down in PP. So in order to overcome that current basis, we're probably going to need to pick up a couple extra party members, since unlike Yellow and I guess Crystal for the most part, we do need a couple extra Pokemon just to cover type advantage and our PP issue. Because for the most part, using up too many moves way too early is just not going to be able to get us through this run. One of the things I also noticed is that in the last part, I forgot to mention that we will also not be using pickup, and we won't be using berry farming in any capacity. So neither of those is going to be used during the entirety of our run. So just so you guys are aware. In the sand here, there are a couple hidden items that we can pick up. I will need the item finder just to get a few of them later, just because I don't know exactly where they are. So for now, we're just going to leave them, but there is one I do want to pick up now. I know the rough location of it, so I am going to try and grab that if I can right now. Right there, there's the potion. I believe there's a heart scale there, which we will want to pick up later. I'm not crazy enough to limit myself from using heart scales. I will be using those, at least to some extent, for the ones that I do have access to, and the ones that I can pick up in the wild. No farming love discs for us. So there we pick up some orange berries and some pecha berries. So even though these status berries don't seem too useful, they will come into play to some effect very shortly. For the sense that Shroomish, which can appear in the Petalburg Woods upcoming, does have effect spore, and that does mean it can inflict a random status, either paralyze, poison, or sleep. I think. I don't think it can inflict burn. But nevertheless, we do need to pay attention to that fact. So for now, I'm just picking up these extra items here, a potion here, and a Pokeball just down here. There we go. And let me just check on Mudkip for a second here. I want to make sure we're at a decent level. Okay, we are at 8. We're only going to level up soon, so that's perfectly fine. So for now, I'm going to try and capture our next party member, which, if we're lucky, is going to be a level 6 Shroomish. And so, for the moment, I am going to use the speed up button just so we find the right Pokemon. And that one's also level 5. We want a level 6 guy. So we're just going to continue speeding along. Level 5. Level 5. Hoping that Mudkip doesn't get trapped due to these speed issues. Still level 5. There's level 6. Alright. And it's also male, which is great because we want to nickname this thing based on male gender. So, I don't trust myself to just chuck a Pokeball and catch it with a decent amount of consistency, so I am going to tackle it. I'm going to risk effect spore and risk taking some extra damage. There's the effect spore. Sleep is probably the one I'm least concerned about, just for the fact that I can enter a battle with a wild Cascoon or Silcoon or whatever, and just waste a couple turns. But having that extra damage on Shroomish ensures that I think it's about a 50% chance of me actually catching this thing with a Pokeball. So I'm just going to chuck one, and hopefully we catch it. That's fine, we just miss it, and he gets a little extra damage on us. So, Absorb kind of hurts a bit, but we do have a couple extra potions and orange berries at the moment, so I'm not too concerned. I'm going to chuck another Pokeball just in case, hoping that we can get it. And there we go, sweet. So only 2 Pokeballs, not too big of a deal. We do have plenty of access to Pokeballs throughout the run, like various types, and for the most part, our core party members are available early, which is great. So now we get to nickname him, and the nickname I decided to go with because I'm trying to stick away, get away from nicknaming it after people, I wanted to go with more interesting nicknames for this type of run. We're going to be nicknaming this thing Broloom, which, for those of you at TPX, you know, or I guess it's a capital L here, but for those of you from TPX, you know who Broloom is, and all that jazz, so there you go, there's Broloom. Now, what do I want to do? The great thing about Shroomish, and the reason we get him early though, is for simply the fact that he gets so many useful moves. Not only does he get 20 PP of Absorb, right now 19 because he's used a few of them, or used one of them so far, but he gets access to Stun Spore early, which is okay for throwing status on certain Pokemon. But in addition to this, he gets the move Leech Seed, which, although for Shroomish himself isn't that great, the fact that I can spread it around the entirety of my party just by switching out in and out, it's a very useful move to heal off the rest of my party members. So that's pretty sweet. The other side effect is, or the other bonus that Shroomish provides to our party is at level 22, I believe, he evolves into Breloom, and he gets Mach Punch relatively early, I believe right when he evolves. And Mach Punch from base 130 attack is just simply too strong for a lot of the Pokemon early in the game. So we'll greatly be looking forward to getting that as soon as possible. So now I'm just going to try and find a Silcoon just to get the sleep off of Mudkip. So there we go. Wild Cascoon, that's perfectly fine. I'm just going to use Growl until I wake up again, and then I'm just going to roll. So not too much to see here. But yes, for now, Shroomish is mostly going to sit in the party just because I don't really need him to level up. But he will be, because we get the experience share relatively early, I do have access to being able to get that with some use. So there we go, we're now woken up, and I'm free to get away. I do believe I have a berry though that can heal off our 10 HP. I don't want to check the 10, use it. So Mudkip's going to heal the full, and we're also going to catch our next party member as well, right? Until I can find him. It's a pretty rare chance for this thing. I think it's like 5 to 10% chance. We're looking for Taillow, as Kote pronounces it. But indeed, we are looking for Taillow. And the reason Taillow is so great, at least for the most part, is simply because its evolved form Swellow has 130 base speed, as well as it gets a lot of PP. Peck has 35 PP, I believe Quick Attack is 35 as well, and so all those high PP moves just give you so much of an advantage in this battle where you don't have access to heal your the power points in your moves throughout the game. So especially for our conditions, we can't use Pokecenters, and so similar to the way we captured what was it, Shroomish, I'm gonna hit Taillow once to just get it down there a bit. Growl is gonna help with limiting the amount of HP we take off this thing for now. That's perfectly fine, and we're gonna chuck a Pokeball here. So hopefully we catch this thing, save some HP on Mudkip. And Focus Energy is fine, no damage on us, and hopefully we can also catch him this time. We only have 3 Pokeballs left. That's kind of okay right now, since I don't need to catch anything else, at least in the immediate future. So, there we go, we've caught our Taillow, and gotta give it that nickname, and what other nickname is there? Gotta go with Taillow. So there's a shout out to you, Kote, even though this thing is female. Closest thing to Taillow Cruz we got, so whatever. Taillow the Tello. Taillow? Tello. Whatever. Now no one can pronounce it. So, one of the great things that Taillow does give us, though, is 35 uses of Peck, and since it didn't use any of them, it only used wasted focus energy, we have access to all of them, and because this area in particular is completely covered in bug Pokemon, we can easily traverse it and get the things that we want. Now, I don't trust this bug catcher. He's got like 5 or 6 Wurmples. However, if need be, I probably will use Taillow to fight them. Once, actually, I don't fear them too much right now. Taillow's a decent amount of HP. So yeah, we're just gonna fight this guy with Taillow and try and get a couple early levels just with these Wurmples. Peck, I believe will one-hit KO them, I'm not too sure. But we're gonna go for broke and try. Alright, there we go, one-hit KOs. So that's gonna give us a decent amount of experience here. Probably get us up to at least level 7. And from that range, Taillow can also provide the help that I guess Mudkip needs to further level himself up. So, just pass through here. Next Wurmple. Yeah, he's got 6 of them, so I believe that should get us to level 8. Wurmple goes down. There's level 7. Probably 8.5, I would say. But like I said, Wurmple has 35 uses of Peck, and very shortly, I believe as early as level 12, maybe? He also gets access to Wing Attack, which is another 35 PP move, and I believe at like 8, he gets Quick Attack, 8 or 10. And because of all the early PP, Taillow just provides so much use early on that it's very difficult to ignore. So that's one of the reasons that I picked Taillow for my party, because it's pretty powerful, and the fact that he gets a boost when he gets statused, even if it's paralysis or burn or poison or whatever, because that just inherently makes him stronger due to guts, he's just that much more valuable, really. Speed also helps in the fact that I can avoid a lot of wild fights for Pokemon that outspeed, because we simply can't get trapped by them. So, there we go. Pick up an extra Paralyzed Heal here. And we're just gonna move on. Let me see. Mudkip is level 8. I think I want to be... I want to be level 10, but I'm willing to bet that I can get there with level 8. I'm gonna go for it. What the heck? So, there's a trainer up here with a level 9 Poochyena, and I believe I can take him down with a level 8 Mudkip, but I'm pretty sure level 10 is probably safer. Actually, I'm going to level him up once, just using these Cascoons and Silcoons. Since I am pretty close to a level up, I may as well get that extra bit of damage or extra bit of experience in. So here's a level 5 Silcoon. We're just going to switch out to Taillow. He does get a Harden Up, but because we do have type advantage with Peck, it won't matter too much, and we should be able to get just a 2-hit KO with Peck regardless. Even after 2 Hardens. So there's one, yeah, definitely a 2-hit KO. Oh, and by the way, we did also learn Quick Attack for those of you who noticed, since I clearly didn't. There's an extra added move, and since Taillow is also normal type, we do get Stab on that as well, so it's fantastic. So Stab priority is definitely great. 134. I will have to level up Mudkip later on. So you know what? I am gonna stick around. I'm gonna play it safe. Go for level 10. I believe that's probably a bit more consistent for the next game, at least for the upcoming battles. So that's what we're gonna go with. nevertheless, it gets Taillow a couple extra levels, it gets Mudkip a little bit higher, so not too worried about that. That one might not kick. We're gonna have to see. Oh, there we go, sweet. So 25. That's gonna be about... It's gonna be a decent number of pecks. You know what, I'm just gonna... Screw it. We're just gonna go with level 9 Mudkip. So here we go. This is one of the Devon Corp workers, I believe. So here we have our first instance of Team Aqua, and he wants to steal something from this guy, but we're going to protect him and battle this guy who has a level 9 Poochyena, I believe. So, because this Poochyena is kind of a threat due to Howl and taking off decent chunks of our HP, I am going to use Mudslap twice to start off, just to lower his accuracy, limit what he can do. Hopefully he can miss us a couple times. Accuracy drops, he wants to Howl once, that's fine. That hopefully will get us in an extra Mudslap. Apparently we are winning this, I don't know if it is a speed tie, but maybe we're just flat out faster. He wants to sand attack, so we get an accuracy drop too, that kind of stinks. But from here on out, I'm just gonna throw tackles at him and hopefully he'll go away. So now he is +2, which means that he is pretty much a threat if he does hit us. Not enough to kill us, but certainly enough to do a decent chunk of damage there. So that's 9. If it crits, it probably won't kill us, but don't want to take that risk. Throw a tackle in his face. Luckily we did break through any sort of accuracy drop there. So that's great. Get through that fight pretty decently. Only lost 9 HP, and only used a couple PP in the process. So there we go, it gets us a free Great Ball, so even though we did lose a couple Pokeballs trying to catch Taillow and Shroomish, we for the most part picked up some ground and getting a free Great Ball there. I believe there's a hidden item in this patch here, which is a Pokeball, that's great, and more opportunity to catch pokes later. And this guy up here, I believe, has a... what's it called? Ninjask. Ninkata, there we go. Just couldn't think of it for a second. So, because Ninkata is part bug type, we're going to make use of our Taillow here. I ran by that trainer just because he automatically draw himself into me. And I believe Peck will one-hit KO this thing. It is level 8, so it might be a 2-hit KO. So, okay, 2-hit KO, 3-hit KO, something like that. So there's 6 damage, crit won't kill us, or it shouldn't. Leech Life definitely won't kill us, though that's fine. And one quick attack should finish it off. Quick attack does have 30. That's fine. The added bonus of having quick attack as well is for the fact that even if Taillow is paralyzed, for instance, I can simply use Guts and stab quick attack for added bonus, and it basically ignores the speed drop. So unless I get fully paralyzed, that's basically pretty decent. There's a good Ether for us, that's restoring 10 PP to any one move that I want. So it's not too useful at the moment since we are in a pretty manageable place as far as PP is concerned. But for now, I think we're pretty okay. We got through Petalburg Woods okay, we got all the Pokemon that we needed. And now we get to pick up a couple decent items for now. So there we go, we got a free TM09, which is a Bullet Seed. We also get some Cherry Berries. And I believe there's a bunch of healing items up in this patch of grass up ahead. So, there's some extra Warren Berries. Fantastic. And... shoot. Wildfits. I believe this grass is the exact same as... I I believe it's a little different than the grass below the Petalburg Woods, but it's still considered the same route. Either that or it is the same. It's something weird that in that way. If one of you guys wants to leave a comment about exactly how that works out. I did think about using Lingo for the longest time, simply for the fact that it does have access to so many HMs. We may catch one later, but for now I'm just going to leave it aside and think about things as we go. There's another Taillow, for those of you who care. But we certainly don't. We already have ours. Ours is better. It's level 9, so yep. Just going to stick with that. Let's see. Nothing else in these patches of grass. I think we picked up everything. There was like a Pokeball, a Super Potion, and a regular potion, so pretty decent supplies there, at least for this early game, where we are going to take some minor hits, but they do kind of add up in the process. So, for now, we're just going to keep rolling on through. I'm going to pick up these last few items here, and I don't think this lady gives you anything. No, she just talks about berry. This girl gives you a Realmer Pail, I think, but we're not even going to make use of that throughout the entirety of the run, so I pick it up for whatever reason. It's a key item, so it doesn't really clog up our inventory. And we're going to talk to this girl who gives us a random berry, and we get a Rossberry. It's not that great. Sometimes she can give you an Oranberry, which is kind of okay. Rossberry, I believe, heals freeze or burn or something, but I think that's, yeah, heals burn. So, I think that's going to be it for this episode, though, so we're going to end things off here, and hopefully in our next part, we're going to make our way through towards the next town, which I believe is Rustboro, or something like that. Either way, it's been a great episode, so I'll see you guys later. Peace.